Now for our daily segment on the US election. 36 days to go and a tax bomb has struck Donald Trump's re-election campaign. The president of the world's largest economy is being accused of consistently failing to pay his dues to the income tax department. How true are these allegations? How much trouble do they spell for Donald Trump? In the next 4 minutes, we shall try to understand this. I'll start from the beginning. The New York Times released a report this Sunday. It's called The President's Taxes. An exhaustive summary of Trump's long-concealed financial records that show years of alleged tax avoidance, more than 2 decades at least. Let me break down the most crucial allegations from an ordinary taxpayer's point of view. How do you understand this? According to the report, Donald Trump paid no federal income tax in 11 of the 18 years that have been examined. Donald Trump is said to have got tax write-offs on most of his business expenses in these 18 years. This includes tax deductions on his residence, meals, aircraft, travel expenses, even the cost of haircuts. This is very interesting. The report says that at least $70,000 that were paid to style his hair during The Apprentice had been written off. $70,000. Besides this, at least 9 Trump entities reportedly wrote off at least $95,000 paid to Ivanka Trump's hairstylist. In 2016, the year Trump ran for president, he is said to have paid only $750 in federal income tax. In 2017, Trump's first year at the White House, he apparently paid the same amount in tax, $750. How did he manage to do all of this? By reporting losing much more money than he was making. As simple as that. In 2018, Donald Trump claimed $47.4 million in losses. Now, the report says this is despite the US president making $434 million in profits. This was mentioned in a financial disclosure the very same year. $434 million. The report cites Donald Trump's tax payments in foreign countries to underscore his manipulation of finances. His businesses are said to have paid substantially more taxes abroad, and this includes more than $15,000 in Panama, more than $156,000 in the Philippines, more than $145,000 in India, which is, by the way, home to the largest overseas operations of the Trump Organization. So how is the US president reacting to such explosive revelations or allegations, whichever way you see it? Is he planning to release his tax returns to set the record straight? Listen to what he said.
It's fake news. It's totally fake news. Made up, fake. We went through the same stories. You could have asked me the same questions 4 years ago. I had to litigate this and talk about it. Totally fake news. No, actually, I paid tax. And you'll see that as soon as my tax returns. It's under audit. They've been under audit for a long time. The IRS does not treat me well. They treat me like the Tea Party, like they treated the Tea Party. They don't treat me well. They treat me very badly. You have people in the IRS, they treat me very, very badly. But they're under audit. And when they're not, I would be proud to show it. But that's just fake news. The New York Times tried it, the same thing. They want to create a little bit of a story, they're doing anything they can. Not only that's the least of it. I mean, the stories that I read are so fake. They're so phony.
They're fake, they're phony, they don't treat me well. Well, how about releasing the tax returns to prove them wrong? Donald Trump was asked this question yet again, and he said he can't do it yet because they're under audit.
Well, first of all, I paid a lot, and I paid a lot of state income taxes, too. The New York State charges a lot, and I paid a lot of money in state. It'll all be revealed. It's going to come out. But after the auditors, they're doing their assessment. We've been negotiating for a long time. Things get settled, like in the IRS. But right now, when you're under audit, you don't do it. You don't do that. So we're under audit, but the story is a total fake.
The story is a total fake, says Donald Trump. It might be. The US president has always been the best judge. But I must show you something. Headlines from May 2019. Donald Trump himself acknowledging taking massive tax write-offs for real estate losses in the mid-1980s all the way up to the 1990s. He called it a sport. a trend among business developers like himself during that period. And that says a lot about the kind of businessman Donald Trump has been. In other news, the US presidential debates are just 2 days away.